Hi everybody and welcome back to another video. Today, as you can see, I'm in my shed, my little cave. Eventually I got everything sorted, and you have to excuse that it's actually raining outside, so you probably can hear the wind and the rain and possibly a dog in the background as well. But if we can ignore all of that and we'll concentrate on our stitches, that would be great. Today I'm going to show you how to work into the back loop of your stitches. This would give a nice ridged effect on your work. The back loop, working into the back loop of your stitches can also form the cuff of maybe a sweater or a cardigan, and also the brim of a hat. It's very straightforward, there's nothing too difficult in it. I'll show you working into the back loop of a double crochet stitch and also the back loop of a treble crochet stitch, and also the half treble crochet stitch. We'll work into the back loop of that as well. The half treble crochet stitch we haven't covered, but it is very straightforward. So if you're all ready, grab your hook, grab your yarn, grab a cuppa, and let's get started. Okay, so here's some swatches that I have made of the 3 different stitches that I'm going to be showing you today. So this is our double crochet stitch worked into the back loop only. And as you can see, it gives you these little ridges. Okay, and this is very useful for making cardigans or jumpers. It's like the knitted rib along the bottom of your cardigans or jumpers, and also it's also like the brim of a hat. Okay, so I've worked one here. This is the hat and this is the brim worked in the double crochet stitch into the back loop only. Okay, then the next one that I want to show you is the treble crochet stitch, which is worked into the back loop only, and as you can see, it gives you ridges as well. Sorry, the sun has decided to come out now, makes everything really bright, but you can see the ridges as well. Okay, and I have used the treble crochet stitch working into the back loop only in this chunky hat. Okay, and basically all of this, the hat is just worked in one big long strip, and then I have pulled the sides together, this side here together to form the crown of the hat. But again, this is the treble crochet stitch into the back loop only. And our third back loop only stitch that I have here worked for you is the half treble crochet stitch. Okay, and again it gives a little ridged effect. If you turn it this way, it's kind of like the rib effect that you get when you're knitting. And I worked that stitch in this headband or ear warmer. Okay, and you can see the ribbed effect there. Okay, so we're going to start. We are going to make a chain, and we're going to start with the double crochet stitch working into the back loop only. So make your slip knot, make your chain, and I'm going to chain 10 plus 1 for my turning chain. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I'll have 10 stitches, so I need to work one more for my turning chain, and I only need one as I'm working double crochet stitches at the moment. Okay, so we skip that last one that I have made, and I'm going to work into the next chain from my hook. I'm going to work just double crochet stitches across this row. Okay, so you remember now your double crochet stitch is into your chain, grab your yarn, wrap it around your hook and pull it through, grab your yarn and pull it through the two loops on your hook. Go to your next chain, grab your yarn and pull it through, grab your yarn and pull it through the two loops on your hook, and go to your next chain, grab your yarn and pull it through, grab your yarn around your hook and pull it through the two loops on your hook, and continue on right down till you get to the end of your row and work your last stitch. So now I've come down to the end of my row and I have worked into my last stitch, and I have my 10 double crochet stitches along the row. I'm going to turn my work, but beforehand we have to do our turning chain, which is 1. We're going to turn our work, and from now on in you're going to be working into the back loop only. So if I flip up my work, okay, I can see the little V stitch. Okay, I can see all my V stitches all the way along. Okay, and I'm going to be working into this chain here, the one at the back. Okay, I'm not going to be working into the front one and the back one. I'm just going to be working into the back one. Okay, okay, so let's start. So it's the double crochet stitch into the back loop only, and once you have it in the right place, then you work the double crochet stitch as normal. Okay, so into your back loop only. You need to tilt your work towards you a little bit so that you can see where your back loop is. Okay, here we go. It might feel that your work is a little bit loose, but when you work a few rows, that will all settle down. Okay, normally we work underneath the 2 loops, but for this stitch it's into the back loop only. So if you want to pause the video and continue on down to your last stitch here. So now I am down to my last stitch, working into the back loop and finishing it off. Okay, so that's your first row. All right, I'm going to turn my work. I'm working 1 chain for my turning chain, and I'm turning my work. And again, we start off again working into the back loop. We're doing double crochet stitches, so it's just yarn through the 2. Again, hook underneath your back loop, grab your yarn and pull it through, yarn over your hook and pull through the last 2 on your hook. Okay, continue on down to the end of the row, and then we'll start making our treble crochet stitch into the back loop. So this is my last stitch here. Grab your yarn and grab your yarn and pull it through the 2. And again, that's the second row of the double crochet stitch. This ridge that has now formed, that is the loop, the front loop that we haven't worked. Okay, and it pushes it out, it makes it stand, you can feel it. Okay, so now we're going to start doing our treble crochet stitches into the back loop. Okay, so we're going to turn our work, and because we're working a treble crochet stitch, we need to work 2 chains to turn. And remember everybody, I am using the UK terms, not the American terms. So our treble crochet stitch is yarn over our hook first. We skip the 2 turning chain that we have made, and we're going to go into this stitch here. But I need to tilt it up so I can see there's the back loop. Okay, and again, yarn over your hook and pull it through, yarn over and pull through the first 2, and I've split the wool, and yarn over again and pull through the second 2. So to the next stitch, yarn over first, push your hook through the back loop only, pull your yarn through, yarn over and pull through the first 2, yarn over and pull through the second 2. And again, yarn over your hook, go to your next stitch, into the back loop only, yarn over and pull through, yarn over and pull through 2, yarn over and pull through the last 2, yarn over, go to your next stitch, yarn over and pull through, yarn over and pull through 2, yarn over and pull through the last 2, and continue on down the row until you come to your last stitch. So I'm just at my last stitch here, yarn over and push through the back loop only, yarn over and pull through, yarn over and pull through 2, yarn over again and pull through 2. And again, that's the row of treble crochet stitches finished. I'm going to do another row so you can get the idea. And again, for our turning chain, it's chain 2. We turn our work and yarn over and go into our first stitch, into the back loop, yarn around your hook and pull through, yarn around your hook and pull through 2, yarn around your hook and pull through the last 2 on your hook, yarn around again, go to our next stitch, into our back loop, yarn around and pull through, yarn around and pull through 2, yarn around and pull through 2, and go to our next stitch, tilt it up, yarn around your hook and pull through, yarn around again and pull through 2, yarn around again and pull through the last 2. And again, yarn around our hook, go to our next stitch, push through the loop, yarn around and pull through, yarn around again and pull through 2, yarn around again and pull through 2. And continue on now down to the end of your row again. So now I'm down at my last stitch. So if I tilt it up, you can see I'm going into the back loop only. Okay, yarn around and pull through, yarn around and pull through 2, yarn around and pull through the last 2. And that's my second row of treble crochet stitches worked into the back loop. Now from here I'm going to show you how to work the half treble crochet stitch. Okay, so again, it's a treble crochet stitch. So for our treble crochet stitches, we chain 2 and turn your work. Okay, now I'm not going to work first of all into the back loop. I'm just going to work underneath the 2 loops first, okay, just because this is a new stitch totally. So I'm going to skip the first 2 chain, wrap my yarn around my hook, go into the first stitch, and I'm grabbing I'm actually grabbing the 2 loops of the stitch. Okay, wrap your yarn around and pull through. Now, this is a half treble crochet. So normally when we're working our treble crochet, we wrap our yarn around and pull through 2, wrap your yarn around and pull through 2. But for your half treble crochet stitch, when you have your 3 loops on your hook, you just have to do it again. Okay, you're going to wrap your yarn around and you're going to pull through all 3 loops on your hook. I'll do it again. Wrap your yarn around, go into your next stitch. Wrap your yarn around again and pull through. You have 3 loops on your hook. Wrap your yarn around again and pull through all 3 loops on your hook. Okay, go again. Wrap your yarn around into your next stitch. Wrap your yarn around again and pull through. Wrap your yarn around again and pull through all 3 loops. This is the half treble crochet stitch. It pops up every now and again in different patterns. Okay, so if you want to pause the video and practice that, working all of your stitches all the way down to the end of the row. And then on our next row, we will be working into the back loop only. So I'm here now at my last stitch. I wrap my yarn around, push it underneath the 2 loops, wrap your yarn and pull it through, wrap your yarn around and pull through the 3 loops on your hook. And that is your half treble crochet stitch. Okay, now in our next row we're only going to be working into the back loop. So again, it's the half treble crochet stitch worked into the back loop. So chain 2 as our turning chain, wrap your yarn around your hook. Now tilt up your work so that you can see your back loop. So the back loop is this guy here. Okay, wrap your yarn around your hook, pull it through, and the half treble crochet, pull through all 3 loops on your hook. Wrap your yarn around again, tilt up your work to see your back loop. Into the back loop, grab your yarn, wrap your yarn around again and pull through all 3. Wrap your yarn around your hook again, into the back loop. Wrap your yarn around again, pull through, wrap your yarn around again and pull through all 3 loops. Wrap your yarn around again into the next one, it's your back loop only. Wrap your yarn and pull through, wrap your yarn around again and pull through the 3 loops on your hook. Okay, and continue on down to the end of the row. So I have worked my half treble crochet stitch into the back loop only right down to the end, and I'll turn the work and we'll work 1 more row. So again, our turning chain for treble crochet stitches is 2 chain. Turn your work and again wrap your yarn around your hook into your first stitch. You should all be kind of more comfortable now where your stitches are. Wrap your yarn around again into your next stitch, into the back loop only. Wrap your yarn around and pull through. Wrap your yarn around again and pull through all 3. Again, yarn around your hook to the back loop only. Wrap your yarn and pull it through. Wrap your yarn around again and pull through all 3 stitches or all 3 loops on your hook. Wrap your yarn around again, push through the back loop only, pull through, wrap your yarn around again and pull through all 3 loops. Okay, my wool has just split there a little bit. Wrap your yarn around again, push through the back loop only, pull your yarn through, wrap your yarn around again, pull through the 3 loops on your hook. Wrap your yarn around again to the back loop only, wrap your yarn and pull it through, wrap your yarn around again and pull through all 3 loops on your hook. And the last stitch, wrap your yarn around your hook into the back loop, wrap your yarn around, pull through, wrap your yarn around again and pull through all 3 loops on your hook. And again, that's another row done. Okay, so you can see the ridge here that is formed, and the same on the other side. Okay, to finish off, so this little swatch I've finished. Okay, I'll write our different stitches as we go along. So just to finish off, okay, cut your yarn. Okay, just wrap it around your hook, pull it through completely, and there you're finished. Okay, so practice, practice, practice until you get very familiar with your back loop or working underneath the 2 loops. So everybody, thanks very much for tuning in today, and please subscribe, please tell your friends about my little few videos, and as I said before, if you have any comments, please leave them down below and I'll certainly get back to you all. So until the next time, cheers and happy crocheting.